Hello everyone, it's hobbitsizz and welcome to another Legends of Runeterra video. So in today's video, something very unfortunate happened. I have been dropped to 0 LP 2 days before the tournament. I have to get to like over 150 LP in I'm recording this at about 11 at night. So I have like couple hours tonight, and then, the rest of tomorrow, and I have to get over 150 LP. How did this happen? Well, I was playing around with my Nightfall deck, and I was losing a bunch. So I don't think I'm very good at it. I'm not going to take it if I do get in the tournament, but, I was losing a bunch with it. And then you kind of, when you hit that, you're very, annoyed that you keep losing, but you keep playing, but you're annoyed that you keep losing, and so you lose more and more. That's basically what happened. Yeah, so we basically just lost a bunch, and we got tilted, and we kept losing, and so now we're at 0 LP. But well, it is what it is. So today I'll be showing off my Zoe Aurelion Soul deck. So it's a very similar deck to a lot of the Zoe Aurelion Soul decks you've seen out there. I will post a link to it as always, but brief description: you want to get Zoe for your early game. You have your early game Mountain Goats, early game Zoes, things like that, and then you curve into Eclipse Dragon, into Aurelion Soul, you win with things like that. And I'm just going to go and start playing some games because I need to rank up. Yeah, 0 P, not a good look at all. So we need to fix that a little bit. I like the Zoe Aurelion Soul deck a lot. I think it has a lot of positive matchups. And it has really good flexibility, I think. And strike effects on dragons are also very strong, so that helps with the removal. It has a lot going for it. It doesn't deal with super wide boards too well. A little bit of an issue there. To combat the aggro things, though, we do have a lot of healing units. We have about 5 different units that have lifesteal. So that really helps on that front as well. Might increase it. Might change it up a little bit if we face more aggro. But we shall see. So Zoe got tagged, but that's okay. Throw ourselves a Mountain Goat out there. Might have to resign Zoe, although we do have a Sharp Sight, so we can stop this 2-3 from killing our Zoe if that's what he decides to do. Okay, I'm just gonna pass here. He might use the 3-1. Or the 2-3. I don't know what he'll probably won't use the 3-1 to drag Zoe. That seems a little silly. I imagine the 2-3. I am confused. I am confused. Why? I'll take this trade. That's okay. But I guess he wanted a full trade, but it would make more sense to trade the 2-3 into Zoe. Unless he was playing directly around Sharp Sight, which if he's playing around Sharp Sight, good job on him, on his part, playing around that. So my opponent is a Renekton Gangplank deck. I think Meteor Shower will be great. We can use that to deal with Renekton. Nothing on turn 4. We don't really want to play anything. I'll just attack with the 1-2 and get another damage off, or 1 damage off, 2 damage. Okay, so there's the Renekton. So we can play Solari Priestess, and then our only play next turn is Meteor Shower. I think I actually rather just save my mana. So we can also play Screeching Dragon this turn. Okay, so he has Gangplank. So he doesn't have... I'm going to play Screeching Dragon. Because there's only one card he could possibly have, and it's the one card from Shurima, which vulnerables a target. Oh, and he has it. Exhaust. That's exactly the card I was talking about. Alright, that's a little awkward. That's a little awkward. I'm like, that's the only card he could have. That's it. The only card, and that's what he has. We will still Sharp Sight our dragon. Keep our dragon alive and put Renekton at 1 health. That is very important because we do have our Meteor Shower. Alright. So, we will first gem up our dragon. And we will go for a meteor shower, killing both of his Gangplank and his Renekton. Nice. Both of his champs are out of the way. Could have something to kill the dragon. As of right now, doesn't look like he... Not really sure what he is doing. But we did manage to kill both of his champions, so we're not doing too bad.
Get bloody, get paid.
It's fine. I don't really want to summon Zoe here, because if he has a Make It Rain... Yeah, I'd rather not give him a really good Make It Rain. Fine. How much mana do I have next turn? Let's see, we have 7 mana next turn, so I can curve with the dragon. Solari's probably better. Yeah, okay with this. Guiding Touch isn't bad. Keep our dragon nice and healthy. There is a Ruin Runner, so that's a little awkward. At this point, I could Eclipse Dragon just to fight the Ruin Runner. I'm not sure if that's quite worth it. I think I like Solari Priestess a tad better. Golden Sisters is going to be pretty nice. Star Chart. Moonglow, huh? Crescent Strike's going to be really helpful. I think we'll just keep it as is. I think that's alright. Summon Zoe. If we get Aurelion Soul... Okay, so we didn't get Aurelion Soul. We're not going to go for our Eclipse Dragon here, but we will go for our Golden Sisters. So with our Golden Sisters, we do get a hefty amount of lifesteal. 4 points of lifesteal. We also get an elusive unit. Okay, so Spirit Fire. Little annoying there. We'll end up killing our Zoe, although... If I silence Zoe, does it take off the Spirit Fire? That's the question. I think it still gets rid of the Spirit Fire, right? Because the Spirit Fire is like an add effect to the card. I don't know why he summoned this. That's why he summoned that. So he drew a champion. I think it works like that. It does. Haha. That's neat. I didn't know you could do that until just now. Okay, so there's a Gangplank. He doesn't get the barrel, which is nice for us. I am okay with just stopping this Gangplank from attacking. And we'll stop the monkey too. Take the 1 damage from the monkey when it dies. Okay, there's Renekton. That's fine. We have our Eclipse Dragon. Much bigger than Renekton, can easily block him. We got the Scourge.
Azir's command.
I mean, I don't know why you want me to attack with anything that isn't elusive, but Zoe's at 4 out of 10. Alright, so we have an 8/6 dragon. We got a pretty big, beefy boy. Large lad that he is. Oh, but we got an Aurelion Soul. Let's see. I think we can just Aurelion Soul here. I don't think he'll have anything that can stop that, right? We can Aurelion Soul. We can also just Scourge, which might be better. I think I like the Scourge. The Scourge just allows us to pick off his board. Seems like he's running out of steam, so if we can just keep picking him off. Yeah, like we'll take off Gangplank. I'm more scared of Gangplank than I am of Renekton. But we will... So everything does get Overwhelm and +2/+2, so we will just attack like this. With our Overwhelm Eclipse Dragon. He can't block with the 2/1 here. He has to actually block with Renekton or else he just dies. He only has 1 damage he blocks with the Poro. I don't think this... I don't really think this attack will kill him. I think more so just put him in a very favorable position for me to win. Oh, alright. Did kill him. Sweet. Not that it would actually kill him, but he basically just surrendered. So. Nice. How do you like them sparkles? Alright, first game not looking too bad. From 0 back to 15. Yeah, I need to add another 0 to the end of that number. Alright, let's play again. So the decks that I hate playing the most with Zoe, Aurelion Sol. Wow, Mono Fiore, I haven't seen that in a while. But the decks I hate playing most are against the Lysandra deck. Because it's just awful. So it's Lysandra and discard aggro. Discard aggro is like normal aggro decks aren't that bad for this deck. If we do get like a Zoe and a Goat early, we can, most of the time do pretty decent. But getting, excuse me, but having to play against Lysandra, it's either you have the silence or the stun from Zoe or you don't. Right, and if you don't, you just lose the Watcher. And there's very little to actually do about that. Quite annoying. But we're going to start just banking up these star charts as much as we can. Okay, so there is his Fiora. See if we can get anything off this chart. Charger honestly isn't bad. Neither is Serpent. I think Moonglow. We don't have to play a lot of units. Alright, starting off with the Brittle Steel. That, my friend, is a mistake unless you have another... Yeah, Sharp Sight there. Unless you have another combat trick in hand. Like another Brittle Steel. A Sharp Sight of your own. Yeah, there you go. So we basically just need to wait for Aurelion Sol. He can't really do much once Aurelion Sol is on the board. We can just sit back, relax. You can maybe play that dragon, but definitely not right now. Sunforger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I actually have to... So I'll just play an Eclipse Dragon here. So this is just assuming I will draw into Aurelion Sol. When I do, we'll have Eclipse Dragon ready. Hush is something that I also need to draw into. We do have 2 Hush in this deck. It's basically going to be our answer. Wow, alright. So our opponent used a Sharp Sight into the 3 Sisters. So he did get a lot of damage onto our dragon, and sadly, since we had only single combats in hand, we couldn't retaliate with anything of our own. So his Fiora is leveled up, but we just need to not really draw that. It's a little awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Aurelion Sol. Nope. Hush. Hush is very good. Hush is really good. Let's play Screeching Dragon. I'm not going to attack here. I'm definitely going to let it go through. We have our Hush, which we have to use at a very critical moment. He has to use multiple spells to kill us through that. I would like to Moonglow as well if I can get this off. This just gives more health to my dragon and makes it so he can't use things like Flash Freeze or any kind of freeze effect so we without hitting multiple things, right? It's just a little safeguard against him using like Flash Freeze. It's a little risky because all we have is a Hush for backup. Okay, so he's going with the Riposte. Riposte and a single combat. He could have a second Riposte. Is that what we're playing around? Second Riposte? I think I'm going to let this through. I don't have enough. I know he's only at 1 stack left, but I don't have enough other resources to make me want to keep going with that trade. Okay, another dragon.
I never hold back.
So we can play the Eclipse Dragon. I don't really want to. I would like just to save. Again, I really like to just draw into Aurelian Soul. That's not a card I want to see. And now, unfortunately, we have to play something. So I will just play another Eclipse Dragon. Okay, so 3 Sisters. Okay, Fury of the North. That's not quite enough. He needs something else, though, with it. And he needs a Strike. Unless he just has Concerted Strike. Okay, so Elixir of Iron. He's really going all in for this. And a Strafing Strike. So we will use the Hush here. This is a pretty solid Hush. He had to use a lot of things to get there. Okay, so he does have the Flash Freeze. So he does just hit our unit. Nothing else happens. Nothing else comes out of it, though. Another dragon. We're not drawing the cards we need to. So what does he has here? So he has more Frostbites. Yeah, we do just lose. What I should have done is I should have single combated my unit into Fiora when Fiora was hushed. But also, we just drew terrible, right? Aurelian Soul is our win condition because Fiora can't single combat that. And we didn't get Aurelian Soul. Or a second Hush. So we're going strong at a good net 0 for the video. Alright, so an Asol Thresh deck. Don't need a Concerted Strike this early. Zoe is okay. Don't need a Guiding Touch. Don't really need a single combat either. I can get rid of all of these. Okay, goats aren't bad. I'm a little worried about getting rushed down by his deck. Dragon's actually really good. Screeching Dragon is really good into this deck. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm a little worried about getting rushed down. Because this deck is quite fast. We'll just open attack with our Zoe, get our free super cool star chart. It is super cool. He played a Fading Icon. We'll counter with our own Mountain Goat, so we do have a blocker for his 3-1. Really bad thing is if he were to play like Blighted Caretaker here. Like that, exactly like that. We can't do a whole lot against it. He takes both of our units. We can try to keep Zoe alive, but I don't know how worth it that is. I don't think there's anything from Star Chart that really helps us. I guess we could throw out another goat just to have another blocker. But yeah, this hurts us greatly. Hurts us greatly. He's getting a lot of slays off it too. He got 3 slays off this. So not the best for us. We also don't have any units to play now, so we're gonna have to rely on super cool Star Chart. We have another goat, but I still want to play Star Chart. The dog isn't bad. You can play the dog here. Get another Sharp Sight. We're going to play our Screeching Dragon next turn. We'll leave our dog just for a blocker, but he might just have a Rite of Calling, possibly. Or just a Glimpse Beyond. We are playing definitely a little bit behind here. So we can actually kill Thresh, and we'll take 5 damage. We can kill Thresh by doing double Sharp. We can also go for the dragon. I think I like the dragon a little bit better here. We at least have another blocker. Okay. He did Glimpse Beyond. Assumed he had something like that. So he will drag the 2/2 with Thresh, and then he'll attack with everything else. And we will be forced to block the 4/3, because I don't want to take 4 damage. Thresh is at 3 now, or yeah, 3 now, so important thing to note. So I can go for Daybreak. I think I just want to go for the kill on Thresh here. So I'll go for Double Gem, which heals our dragon out of Thresh's kill range. And we'll try to get just a kill on him before he gets leveled up. Nice. And now I'm out of Vile Feast range as well. He could Black Spear, but not super worried about that right now. Okay, there is the Black Spear. I could counter with a single combat, but I'm not really sure I need to. There's not really good single combat targets. So I will save it for now. Okay, another Aurelion Soul. It's not really what we want to see here. That's really not what we want to see here. Golden Sisters would be really good if I can actually get them off without dying. So we're currently sitting at 6 damage because we can do this. Luckily, without Atrocity, this deck has no direct damage. But it does have Glimpse Beyond. So we are safe for a turn. Hopefully we can get our Golden Sisters out and get some nice lifesteal from them. So if he has Atrocity, he does just win. Alright. No, not quite anymore because we have the single combat. Without the single combat, he would have just won with Atrocity. But he still, well, if he has Atrocity plus Deny, he actually does still win. Right, because that's a 10 mana combo. He's 11 mana. I like this. Yeah, I was assuming he's going to block with Thresh, which means he will Sharp Sight. Sharp Sight will give us even more healing, so we'll be at 8 health. And we still do have, so if he tries to Atrocity to win, we do have a single combat. We need to save that. Okay, so this is the Atrocity for the win he is trying to do, but we're not going to let him. Yeah, get out of here. None of that. Very lucky we drew that single combat. That did just save us. Alright, so we are back on the board. We have still a lifesteal unit. We have 2 Aurelion Souls in hand. A little awkward, but it is what it is. We will play our Fangs for more lifesteal. Equinox could be really good. Moonglow doesn't do me as much. I think I like the Equinox.
There you are.
So he's going to put our lifesteal units at the end, but if I Equinox this, it only goes to 1 attack. Okay, so he then has to drag our units first, which means he'll be dragging our lifesteal units first. Do this to keep our unit healthy, so this doesn't really help him too much. I guess he could drag the 4/3 first, with the 2/1, but then he leaves my lifesteal units open to block him freely. Much more aggressive of a lineup than I'm used to seeing. I haven't seen anyone run it with Bark Beast before, so that's interesting. So I'm still quite alive. with this. And I still have another lifesteal unit. I don't need the sharp sight right now. So I will just wait on it. Okay, so Fading Icon. I'm more so worried about the eventual Gnosis. I'm keeping a Hush, but I'm keeping a Sharp Sight in case he had some cheeky trick as well. Here, I don't see a reason to not Aurelion Sol. Living Legends, fantastic. He needs to have Gnosis Atrocity in hand, and even if he does, it doesn't matter. Alright, so we will attack with that. We will attack with you. Considering this has vulnerable, we can just attack with it as well to get the lifesteal out now before he tries to like pull it to the end. Weirdly. Now I could Sharp Sight and I get +2 health, which isn't terrible. I actually like that. Just the fact of healing 2 really mitigates any plans he could have. Yeah, so now back at 15 health. We are looking pretty nice. We have the Aurelion Sol out, getting us more cards every turn. We have a Hush for his Nasus. We have a Concerted Strike as well. We pretty much have all of our bases covered.
Our penance is to serve, Curator.
You serve the Empire. I am but your guide.
Enter the celestial realm.
Alright, with Living Legends, let's see, we need enough mana for 5 and 8. So we have 2 mana worth of things we can play. Let's just Burst Pass.
This too shall end.
Come this way.
Alright, so we will... So he decided to attack with it, so nice silence there. We'll block there and there. Sounds good to me. And then we can summon some of these units. Now we can say summon our Trickster, Traveler, we can get a Snake.
Now they see who I truly am.
Aurelion Sol is pretty far away from leveling, being he's only at 20 out of 25 power. But we now have a nice developed board.
I do love an audience.
Alright, sweet. I was tempted between playing the Scourge, but if he played another Gnosis, Scourge wouldn't be as effective.
You've been wonderful, as have I.
Thank you, thank you. So back up to 15 LP. So that was our game 3. So you can see in general the deck is pretty good when we don't go against Mono Fiora. I will say we did get a little bit lucky with that single combat draw at the end there. This is the deck I really hate facing. So this one we're looking all for our late game. So Eclipse Dragon is actually fantastic, but Screeching Dragon and Mountain Goat don't really matter much. Sketcher is good because I need to get ways to stop Watcher. Same thing with the Fangs. Anything that can invoke me cards to stop the Watcher is really, really good. So like these can get me stuns, they can get me silences. And then I like Eclipse Dragon because that's how we get our Aurelion Sol out on turn 8. Some chip damage, not that it matters too much. They do have lots of healing. Moonsilver has potential. Moonglow is also... Yeah, let's take a Moonglow, I guess. So we could honestly just Moonglow our Goat here. He'd have to use like double Vile Feast to kill it. I think it's the only way this deck could actually kill this. If he uses double Vile, you know, good for him. But figure we can just get a Goat just to keep getting more gems. Be a little bit of annoyance to him. No play, no play. Nice, our Aurelion Sol, that's exactly what we need. We'll attack first before summoning. So we're going to summon our Fangs this turn. Try to go for our cards that we need. And we'll take some gems. Yeah, so he had Bladed Ravine. Not gonna go for, not gonna summon the Fangs, weirdly enough. Don't quite want it dying. This card value isn't quite worth that much. All right. So on turn 7, we will want to play our Eclipse Dragon to get into the turn 8 Soul. So he's going for another Blade of Ravine. I can gem up my goat. Because I have turn... Yeah, it's okay. I will play this turn 6. I don't need to play this now. Our goat is still up, still running. We can play Zoe now as well. Turn 7 and 8 is basically called for on our part. Luckily, he hasn't played Trundle or anything yet either, although we could see a Trundle this turn. If he had Trundle, he most likely would have played it on curve on turn 5, though. I don't really see a reason why he wouldn't. That makes me think he doesn't have one. And we will play our Fangs. Fangs gets us not a card we need. I will take a Moonsilver. This time, so we can get some earlier cards from Aurelion Sol. But overall, not great. That's, you know, we really, it's really whiffing what we need, right? Imagine he blocks the goat. The goat's done enough work for me. Yeah. It's been annoying enough, got me some gems. Could keep it alive, but it's not really worth it. Ice Shard. So we will Sharp Sight our Zoe because we do really need that card from that she provides. He has no way of killing this Zoe. He could Frostbite it, which isn't a bad play, honestly. Oh, Glimpse Beyond. I could stop the Glimpse Beyond, which considering he has 5 cards, I actually do like. We can either do more damage to him, or we can keep our shielded goat. Well, it's not really a shielded goat anymore, so we can do this. I'm getting rid of the Glimpse Beyond because he only has 5 cards. So he also hasn't played Trundle. He hasn't played Lysandra. If he just doesn't have his combo in hand, then we can win this game with our own combo. Okay, nice. We'll just play our Eclipse Dragon. Next turn into our Soul. That's fine. I got value out of Zoe. I got one super cool star chart. Be a bit greedy to ask for a second one against a deck with a lot of pings and small removal. Definitely going to play Aurelion Sol here. I think the Great Beyond. That's a card that's going to win us the game, is the Great Beyond.
All is a mountain and covered in ice.
Asol is a mountain and covered in ice. 20 out of 25. I can attack. That does draw him a card, but it does get my dragons a bit bigger. Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Ready the torches.
I think getting Aurelion Sol bigger is worth. Okay. And he's gonna kill that dragon. That's fine. I'm actually happy with that because he didn't try to save it to like pop Aurelion Sol Spell Shield and then kill a soul with it. So Aurelion Sol is definitely much more intimidating. How many cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So Aurelion Sol's card will not make us mill. Scourge. Okay, we got some big cards.
Now they'll pay attention.
Another Eclipse Dragon. Oh, Eclipse Dragon doesn't help us too much. Okay, there's a Matron. Okay, so he has 2 of them. Noted, noted. We can just play our Great Beyond, which I really don't mind. I'm also okay with blocking this. It makes Aurelion Sol, or actually let's do it with the Great Beyond. Makes the Great Beyond a little bit bigger. I don't really know why he attacked with this. Like, my unit has Spell Shield anyway, so... funny thing now, I will Moon Silver onto a gem and cast that gem. He only has 1 mana, so he can't stop anything anyway. And we will actually get a Aurelion Soul level up off of that. 25 exactly. Yeah. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. And now all of our Celestials are free. Including Crescent Strike.
I do love an audience.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I can start off with a nice free double stun here. He might have like ping, if he has like Vile Feast Ruination, then developing. Okay, so he has Lysandra. That's not going to help you enough. Should just win the game off of this.
Secrets hidden by frost.
So we now have a free Scourge. We are out of Ruination and ping range, so you can't ruin it anyway, but he could like Vengeance this, but then he's out of mana. He only has 2 blockers. It's not looking too great for him. He need this like 1 turn sooner. Okay, yep. Vengeance. Wow, we could Concerted Strike on Lysandra. No, we can't, because we need Eclipse Dragon. 'Cause now we can play Eclipse Dragon. And we can get this free warrior from the Eclipse Dragon. Being able to play a lot of cards is nice. I quite like it. Oh, a spider for 1. Oh, okay, using a Fading Memory on the spider. I like it. That's tactful. Got our warrior. See if we can get anything from here. Another stun would be great. Take a Serpent. Serpent.
Courage than brawn, I'm afraid.
And we played a lot of cards in this 1 turn. Take you, we'll take you, and then the rest you get to freely attack. He has to block Aurelion Soul, and we still have enough damage to kill him, so that is GG. Woo! Only took a leveled Space Dragon to beat this deck.
See you next time, Runeterra.
Alright. So that was some fun games. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. We had some nice matches there. A lot of good stuff, honestly. I will keep climbing. As I said, I need about 150 LP, so we are not stopping, but I'm going to stop the video because if I keep going, it could literally be hours long. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!